Good morning everyone. Myself Deepika Singh, Senior Assistant Professor, School of Pharmacy, BBD University. Today I will discuss about the topic Growth of Animal Cell in Culture. Introduction. Animal cell culture is microbiological technique in which animal cells and tissues are obtained and maintained in a suitable environment. It is further divided into organotypic animal organ tissue culture and histotypic animal cell culture. Animal cells can be grown only up to certain generations. Their growth requires typical condition and a physicochemical environment. Animal cell culture prepared from collective tissues or cells from an organism is called a primary culture. The sequence of subcultures prepared from primary culture is called cell line. History. It was Ross Harrison from America who first cultured animal cells successfully in the laboratory. Campbell, Wilmot and colleagues at Roslin Institute in Scotland successfully cloned the first animal cells using nuclear transfer technique and gave birth to a sheep named Dolly in 1996. Culture media. Growing animal cells in culture is a different task. It requires specially made culture media. The culture media used for animal cell cultures are classified as natural, artificial and synthesized. The selection of culture media depends on the objective of experiment and type of cells to be cultured. Natural culture media. As the name indicates, these media are obtained from natural resources like tissue extract, biological fluid, plasma clots, or coagulant, etc. First is the blood plasma. It provides good nutrition and support to many types of animal cells culture. During subculturing, it provides good protection against traumatic damage and better attachment of the cells to glass surfaces. Chicken plasma is most favored for its clarity even on dilution. The plasma is obtained by centrifugation before coagulation. This tissue or cells are placed in such plasma and then coagulation is initiated by the addition of thrombin. Second component is the blood serum. Blood serum is a plasma without fibrinogen. Blood serum with or without nutritional substance is used as a culture media to grow animal cells. The sera commonly used in animal culture are bovine, horse and human. Calf and fetal bovine serum are most widely used sera in animal cell culture. Human serum is used sometimes but it is needed to be screened for presence of hepatitis and HIV. The composition of a serum is highly complex as it is a mixture of various plasma proteins, peptides, lipids, carbohydrates, enzymes and minerals. Third component is tissue extract. Commonly used tissue extract in animal cell culture are embryo, spleen, liver, bone marrow, etc. Chick embryo extract is most commonly used tissue extract in animal cell culture and it is obtained from 10 to 12 days old embryo. Artificial media. Artificial media are prepared by adding organic or inorganic substance, nutrient, vitamin, protein, carbohydrate, gaseous phases. Artificial media is also known as synthetic media. Different artificial media are prepared for different types of cells as per their requirement. Some common examples of artificial medium are minimal essential medium, CMRL 1066, RPMI 1640. Synthetic media are classified as serum containing media and serum free media. Serum containing media. It is prepared by adding 5 to 20% serum in serum free medium. Serum is one of the best source of many basic nutrients, contain hormones, growth factors, protein and minerals. Serum also acts as a buffer. Serum combines and neutralizes many toxins. Although it is a best source of nutrients, it has following disadvantage. Most expensive of all ingredients of the culture medium. It increases difficulties and cost of the downstream processing. Its content varies from batch to batch. Extensive testing is required to check similarity on the serum change. Supply gets affected in cattle, disease spread. Source of contamination may contain virus, bacteria, prion, etc. Some growth factor may be inadequate and cannot be supplemented in case of the serum containing media. Serum-free medium. They are developed to overcome limitation of the serum containing media. These media can make the medium more selective for particular cells as per their requirements. For example, melanocytes can be cultivated in absence of keratinocytes. As serum is not present, there is no problem of toxicity. Serum changes test. Bioassay and other processes become easy due to absence of the serum. However, they also have some disadvantages like useful only for a few generations, purity of ingredients, pH control and temperature control required is more. Most media are specific to a particular cell type. Preparation time is more and growth is slow. Physicochemical parameters that is needed for the growth of animal cell culture. Control on different physicochemical parameters is necessary during animal cell culture. The temperature of the culture has to be the same as that of the body temperature of the animal from which cells are collected. Osmolarity between 260 OSM by kg and 3 to 20 is good for many cell lines. Buffers are incorporated for maintaining the pH as per requirement of the cell culture. Most cell culture grow well at the pH of the 7.4. Phenol grade is commonly used indicator to detect the pH change in medium. External carbon dioxide addition is needed for some cell culture to CO2 loss replace. Oxygen is a component of the gas phase as most cells require oxygen for respiration. Cell damage in the culture is prevented by increasing viscosity of the medium by addition of the CMC or PVP. Balanced salt solution BSS is used as a diluent for vitamin amino acid to make complete media. General procedure for the cell culture. A piece of tissue of an organism is quite a complex substance as it is associated with cells of other tissues also like cells from connective tissue, blood cells, etc. In the beginning, the cell suspension is isolated and inoculated in a new culture vessel with fresh culture medium. Such culture is known as the primary cell culture or primary cell line. Following three stages are performed while isolating a primary culture: isolation of the tissue, disaggregation of the tissue, and seeding of the culture into the culture vessel. All these stages are performed under a laminar airflow hood in order to avoid any chance of the contamination. First is isolation of the tissue. A piece from a surgically removed portion of the body of an animal is used for the culture of animal cells in a suitable nutrient media. The major explant tissue for animal cell culture are collected from live animals like rabbit, mice, guinea pig, etc. The human cells like muscle cells, erythrocytes, leukocytes are also collected and cultured in the suitable media. Organs from which cells to be collected are surface sterilized with 70% alcohol and then aseptically removed. The collected tissues are immediately transferred to a sterile nutrient media or balanced salt solution containing antibiotics. The tissue is usually used immediately or stored in the freezer. Serum containing media. It is prepared by adding 5 to 20% serum in serum-free medium. Serum is one of the best source of many basic nutrients, contain hormones, growth factors, protein and minerals. Serum also acts as a buffer. Serum combines and neutralizes many toxins. Although it is a best source of nutrients, it has following disadvantages. Most expensive of all ingredients of the culture medium. It increases difficulties and cost of the downstream processing. Its content varies from batch to batch. Extensive testing is required to check similarity on the serum change. Supply gets affected in cattle, disease spread. Source of contamination. Enzymatic disaggregation of tissue. This approach involves efficient disaggregation of the cells with high yield by using enzymes such as trypsin, collagenase, and others. Enzyme-based disaggregation allows hydrolysis of fibrous connective tissue and the extracellular matrix. Currently, the enzymatic method is extensively used as it offers high recovery of the cells without affecting the viability of the cells. First is the trypsin-based disaggregation of the process of enzymatic disaggregation of the tissue using trypsin is called trypsinization. It is of two types, cold and warm. This allows disaggregation of the tissue by using trypsin, usually crude trypsin, because this contains other proteases. In addition, cells can tolerate crude trypsin well, and the ultimate effect of the crude trypsin can easily be neutralized by serum or trypsin inhibitor. Supplementation of the trypsin inhibitor is required in case of the serum-free media. Warm trypsinization. This approach is extensively utilizing for the disaggregation of the cells. During this initial stage, sliced tissue is washed with dissection vessel salt solution and is subsequently transferred to a container of warm trypsin at a temperature 37 degrees centigrade. At regular interval of the 30 minutes, the contents are stirred properly and then the supernatant having dissociated, the cells are separated to disperse in a suitable media. Efficient dispersion of cells can be achieved by placing the container over ice. Second is the cold trypsinization. It is known as the trypsinization with cold pre-exposure. In this process, the chance of the cellular damage due to constant exposure of trypsin is reduced, which result in a high yield of the viable cells with an improved survival rate of the cells after 24 hours of the incubation. Since this method does not involve frequent stirring or centrifugation, it can be conveniently adopted in the research laboratory. General procedure for the cell culture. A piece of tissue of an organism is quite a complex substance as it is associated with cells of other tissues also, like cells from connective tissue, blood cells, etc. In the beginning, the cell suspension is isolated and inoculated in a new culture vessel with fresh culture medium. Such culture is known as the primary cell culture or primary cell line. Following three stages are performed while isolating a primary culture: isolation of the tissue, disaggregation of the tissue, and seeding of the culture into the culture vessel. All these stages are performed under a laminar airflow hood in order to avoid any chance of the contamination. Chelating agent. These are mainly used for the cell suspension. These agents from chelate along with ions like calcium, magnesium, etc., which are essential for maintaining integrity of the epithelial cell. Last is the seeding of the culture. The primary culture cell grow well when seeded into culture plates at high density. Most of the cells require support of substrate for growth. These cells are called anchorage dependent cells. For example, liver, kidney, etc. Some cells don't require support. These cells are known as the anchorage independent cells. The support material used for the anchorage dependent cells are glass, plastic metals like stainless steel, titanium, etc. The anchorage dependent cells are cultivated in the liquid media. Thank you.